Hey, it's your boy NJNP. Has risen again out of the basement. If anyone still gets that joke, amazing little supporter. Uh, I have been gone for a minute, and I will explain that in a future video. But for the time being, I'm gonna be recording Generation 9, the content that we have. And you won't be able to see the mons. At least I'm gonna try to edit it where you won't be able to see them because I don't want Nintendo to shut me down as soon as I come back. Like, no, not anytime soon. Just because I'm getting back into things, my mic could not be the greatest. My camera will need to be upgraded, things like that. I'm currently like in Jamaica with my fiance. Like I'm not even home. So there's a lot of things I got to get back into the swing of things. I'm not sure how consistent I'm gonna be. Like there's a lot of things that are still in transition, but I wanted to make a video at least. I wanted to definitely make the effort and the attempt to try to get back in the swing of things, and I want to be consistent with uploads, etc. We shall see how things go. I want to make another Discord. I want to be giving teams out to people, helping people get better like I, was in the past. Yeah, just hopefully have fun. Just want to have fun with this again. I took it very serious when I played back in the day per se, which feels like forever. And knowing me, I will take it serious again, but hopefully not as serious. But anyway, enough of, I guess, quote unquote, short recap, whatever. We're gonna cover the mons that we have and the information that we have. I'm just going to cover their viability for OU slash probably will get banned to Ubers. As you guys know, that's my main tier. And so yeah, I'm just basically just gonna cover just OU viable mons or what I believe could be viable in the tier. So we're gonna look at the starters first. We got Meow Scarlet, I believe. Meow Scarlet. It gets protein. I believe protein though was changed. Does it? No, it doesn't talk about protein. Ability changes. Yeah, protein anyway. Protein changes the Pokemon's type to the type moves about to use. This only works only one time. Excuse me. This works only each time. Okay. Alright, I got you. Yeah, so it's saying changes the Pokemon's type to the type of the move it's about to use. This works only once each time the Pokemon enters the battle. So protein is not as busted as it once was, which honestly is kind of unfortunate because I really did enjoy what protein had to offer. So I guess, it'll be able to change it, and then I guess I would assume the way the ability works to be able to change it that one time, and then if you bring it back out and then you send it back in, it can protein again. But of course, that's not the greatest, but it's not horrendous. I mean, it is what it is. I guess we just have to, live with the changes. As far as this mon itself, I think it can be potentially okay. I'm not sure if it's really going to be that troublesome. And OU, I mean, it's already 4 times weak to common mons like U-turn. It does have really good speed, and we do have to remember that we have a limited amount of mons that will be accessible when the game first drops and becomes available in Showdown. Like this is it. Admittedly, there's a lot, but this is the amount of mons that will be available. So we won't be having, for example, Landers, T around. Thunderous, those common mons. I haven't gone through the whole entire deck, so I'm not gonna start rambling out names and be like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I do think, but of course it will have the ability to use knockoff. Hopefully knockoff hasn't been nerfed. Such an amazing move. But I mean, as I said before, like protein being a nerf is probably not the greatest. I do not have that mon's like movesets available to me, so I'm not really sure what type of. I'm not sure if that is even available. It may be, but I'm honestly not sure. Shout out to TPP for passing this sheet to me so I can even go over this with y'all guys. With you guys. And then we got Skeledridge. I'm probably butchering all these names. I'll get used to it. This Mon, I don't think will be that viable in OU, which sucks because it has such fire typing. Of course, he gets 100% walled by T-Tar, but let's see, is T-Tar in this? Yeah, T-Tar, yep, T-Tar is always around. I don't know if you noticed, but like I was looking at the readout, but like Nintendo's gonna make sure that they keep their mons that we know by name, like by heart. Like they keep Garchomp around. You got Tyranitar. Of course, there's some more. I mean, like Luxray was a fan favorite. Like they make sure to keep the fan favorites around. Of course, Pikachu's always gonna be there. Come on, it's the mascot. But yeah, they make sure to keep the fan favorites around. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm not even really gonna dig into this mon. I don't even think it really has any viability. Unaware, what we do know is things like Unaware, like those type of mons. We've learned that Stall basically has been like really hit hard, with the fact that the recovery moves are cut all the way to 5. In fact, let's see. It said here, no, not moves. What was it? Changes, not this. What was I gonna find? Here we go. Every healing move except Strength Sap has been cut to 5 PP, which chef's kiss. I mean, me personally, like I personally feel like it's going to be a really hyper offensive, weather focused meta game. Just off of what I'm seeing initially, I could be dead wrong, of course, but I do think it's going to be a big focus on hyper offense. And admittedly, yes, I could end up getting tired of that as time goes on. But out the gate, I feel like it's going to be fun. It's going to be very enjoyable, and I feel like it's just going to be a simply hyper offensive or bulky metagame. Like there will maybe a mixture of balance. I was listening to Blunder's video, and he brought up Gliscor a good amount, and let's see, Gliscor is not in the regional deck, so we won't see it starting out the metagame. We will have to see it down the road. And that's the thing, like, we gotta have to remember is, like, you gotta think about how, like, when the game was first being used, like, heavy, like, for example, with the Dracofish mon, the one that was just quick and liquidation over and over again. Yes, I did take a little peek into the generation. Like, I wasn't active on YouTube, but I did do some builds here and there. If you really follow me, I even tried to do a reboot of the Discord server. Life happens. Like I really just wasn't able to give it my all, my attention, and I really hope to do it this time. No promises, of course, but you know, I'm definitely just trying to get back into the swing of things. So even this whole video could be a little awkward per se. Again, I'm just trying to get back into the mix of things. So yeah, as I'm saying, like, you know, the Dracofish mon, back to the point, is like it was just quick and liquidation over. So Pokemon like Sismatoad with Water Absorb, of course, became viable just because of that Pokemon alone, and also because we had limited mons to choose from and to use at the time. So I feel like it's going to be the same thing this time around because Nintendo just doesn't like us having a whole Pokédex anymore. And you know, it is what it is. We have to live with it, and we will adjust. And but it's really cool. I feel like it's really cool how it brings Pokemon that would normally not be used to the forefront. Like, of course, when other mons started coming down, then Draco got banned. You know, of course, Sismatoad usage just dropped and went straight off the hill and fell right down, never to be seen again. Nonetheless, you know, just for that period of time when you're able to see mons like that be viable, it is fun. It is fun to see mons that normally we would just throw to the curb and always stick to our, generally speaking, Landorus T, Tornadus T, etc. Be able to bring those mons to the forefront and them to get a spotlight is always dope. So hopefully we see some of that being the case, and we will see that being the case, I feel like, because of the limitations that we do have with the regional decks. Because you gotta remember, with the regional decks, like, as much as it says, what is it called? I think it said 400 something. And that seems like a large number. I mean, this may seem obvious, of course, but, you know, as you can see, some of these are pre-evos. So you got to cut all those out. And then you got to cut out the mons that we already know are UU from past generations. And again, of course, some of them could be cis, but some of them may rise to OU based on the fact that we need it. You know, we were calling upon it to handle some of the threats that are at play. But for now, you know, we won't have a lot of mons to pick from. So next we got a Q. Okay, I'm thinking it's got Moxie. Anyway, water fighting. Let's see. Water fighting Moxie. We already had my water fighting heavy with your Shifu Rapid Strike. That was very prominent in the tier. This one gets a Moxie. Of course, it doesn't have the amazing move that was, I think, Surging Strike, I'm pretty sure is the name. 85 speed. And that may seem low, but again, you gotta remember how we're gonna start out the tier. That may be right in the middle in decent speed, so it may be viable. And again, we're getting things like Moxie. We don't know its move pool yet. It may have something like agility. And so maybe if we're, you know, you're able to maybe get things going with this mod with Moxie. Scott, it's gonna have like, I'm sure, like liquidation. It's gonna have CC. Because it has Moxie, I can see it in it. Like if it has an ability like agility, I can see it in a rain. You know, in a rain, really opposing that pressure. And like as I said, I feel like weather is really gonna be like, because they even announced a new let me see, there was what was it? What was the new thing? Here we go. Oh no, I'm tripping. The top, yeah, ice types get a new weather called Snowstorm, which boosts their defense for 5 turns. Now that I'm not 100% sure like how effective that's actually gonna be. I'm not even sure. I have to see. Is there even a mon that like I don't even know if there's a mon that brings that in. Is there a mon that brings it in? I don't know. But it did get like a new Slush Rush mon. What is this? 170 what? 170 HP? What? And it gets and 113 attack. Pure eyes, huh? May need to look into that. Anyway, so yeah, we could see that this mod potentially being viable. I'm low on this. I'm iffy on this. Maybe I could definitely see it being viable because it's gonna have again knockoff. It's gonna have really good speed. Ooh, I don't know what I just hit. I hit the wrong button. That's what I hit. Yeah, I can see it potentially being viable. This mon, nope, I don't see it. This mon, really cool to see it getting a new design, but nope, I don't see it. Nope. Tinted eyes. Tinted eyes is always a good ability. Telepathy, nope. Wait, Sandrush? What? Why do you have Sandrush? No, I think I don't know. When you see abilities like that, you gotta zoom in and be like, what's going on? Like speed boost. It's like I want to push these mons to the side, but when you got abilities like that, you gotta give them some respect at the same time. But I'm pretty sure it's a no. Doug Trio should be a no. Yo, let me just say, Wiglet is so funny, bro. Like, I saw that thing and I was like, I legit thought Nintendo was running out of ideas. But I've seen some of the designs and we're going to go, like, I really think they really outdid themselves. Like, I personally don't, like, heavily play, like, the game. Like, I'm so competitive. Like, it's kind of hard for me to actually, like, play the game itself because I'm, like, it's easy to beat the gym leaders, I'm just, like, I need to be going against someone to get that satisfaction, per se. But yeah, no. Maybe Doug Trio will be back if they bring back Arena Trap, but I doubt they'll bring that back, so no. This is cool, 150 HP, 100 attack, 115, Defense. I wish they kind of like, I wish this like kind of went down with it because I don't remember it off the top of my head. What is this? Dondozo? Unaware. Again, ideally, that kind of reminds me of like Molotic, but like with a better ability, I guess, maybe, kind of. Yeah. This gets some Mold Breaker, Water Psychic. No, I don't see it. Who knows? Now, see this sucker right here. Palafin Hero. Okay, so one, it was really funny because I was seeing on social media, they could not figure out how to make this sucker evolve. And I think they figured it out, that they could still be very, very confused on how to pull this sucker off. But it's 0 to hero ability. Now, if I understand correctly, the Pokemon transforms into its hero form when it's switched out. So what I'm thinking is, at least by the way, you know, it's described, is if we lead off with this sucker, right? And I'm thinking with a rain, because I feel like for this to, not to say it can't be go without rain, because this attack stat is ridiculous. 160, like, are you kidding me? But, where'd it go? Yeah. If we can, like, put this in a rain, all right, stay with me. I feel like you just need to give this Choice Scarf. Hey, you know, speaking of, let me check the real. Is Toad here? Okay, it's not here. Okay. Toad's not here. Let me look at this. Let me see. If there's any water Absorbmon that we may need to already pinpoint that we gonna have to use. Cause let me tell you right now, I don't know about y'all. Okay. Vaporeon's here to save the day. Toxicroak maybe even be viable. What else we got? I feel like there's some other water Absorbmons I probably even pass and just don't even remember because I don't know this off the top of my head. But yeah, like rain may need to be like, because okay, here's my philosophy. I'm not even sure if this will be able to pull this off. This is just go off the top of my head. But like, let's say we lead Pelly. No, excuse me, not lead Pelly. We lead this sucker, right? Of course, over time we're gonna understand how to counterplay this thing. So we're gonna lead something anti this, of course, or anti the team in general, realizing that this is going to have to switch out for it to be effective. And then we just have to figure out a way, like eject button. Is eject button, let's see, eject button. Oh, they don't have the items yet? Oh, we don't know yet. Never mind. I don't know if the items, etc. I don't know a lot. But I guess we all kind of don't know a lot, except the data miners, who, God bless their souls. But yeah, so I'm thinking like, okay, we lead off with this, switch it out, maybe have a eject button if we aren't even able to use that item. Bring in Pelly, and then this thing can go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I'm feeling. That's the move. That's the vibe. Because as soon as rain gets up, unless you have a mon that's going to be able to take these powerful liquidations, waterfalls, whatever, like it's not looking so good. It's not looking so good. And it has 106 special attack. So I'm pretty sure I saw like, what did it? Let me see. I'm pretty sure I saw a Slowbro on this. Yeah, so Slowbro. Oh, we have Gastrodon. Okay, Gastrodon's gonna be the move and the vibe as well. So a mon like Slowbro, if this gets Dark Pulse or any move that's able to hit it super effectively, and I would assume you're gonna have to run a mixed spread to take both counter moves, or it's just gonna be dying. If you run a special defensive variant, it's gonna be hit heavy because who knows, we could start seeing some banded variants, and it's like you don't really want those problems. So we don't even, if this learns U-turn, then we just switch it out, go into our electric, whatever abuser we got. Kingdra in the back. Is Kingdra? This is gonna be this is gonna be a real fun metagame to me. No, Kingdra's not around. Okay, we'll calm down. I'm just like spam Draco, spam Hydro. We're not gonna do that. Okay. So yeah, but I think this mon's very scary and will be OU or maybe even banned. The only reason why I don't think it's gonna be banned, we'll have to see. We really will have to see what we're able to figure out with it. Like, there's a lot of unknown. It may even be somehow trash. I don't see it, but we have to see. It move pool may be absolute garbage. I have no idea. But with that, I just found it hard to believe that it will be garbage with 160 attack and 100 speed. That's really all you need to tell me. That's really all you need to tell me. This could even be good without rain. We throw a choice scarf on it. Again, like, it really depends on, because I'm just thinking, like, if it has U-turn, we can lead off with it and just instantly, like, click a U-turn just to get the, just to hurry up, get out of the dodge. It has water, so the only priority that would be, I guess, fearsome is what Rilla has, and Rilla won't be around because we're on the regional decks. So you can U-turn out and then just keep it put. Again, I'm not sure, but I'm just thinking out loud, you know, just think with y'all, and y'all gonna probably trash me in the comments, be like, yo, this already has this, and I'm sorry, I just wasn't privy to that information. Okay. This thing, grass normal, harvest, don't see it. This thing is ugly as, like, Scoville, like, no. Just off of principle of it being ugly, we can't make this good. No, but, I don't see it. What is this ability? Electromorphosis. Let's see. This user becomes charged when hit by an attack, boosting the power of the next electric move it uses, so it needs to be hit to be effective. Not gonna happen, buddy. Cause how you gonna be effective if you die to an E-Quick before you can even get your move off? It doesn't, wait. Didn't it say, I think, electric move at that? So, I mean, electric be okay. Electric's really, in my opinion, electric's like really good right now in current gen, but yeah, that's just how it is right now. Let's see, Bella Bolt. Let's see, Rever Room, Poison Steel, Filter. What's Filter again? How does Filter work? I forget. Filter's a good ability if I remember. Yeah. It takes to reduce the super effective moves, which, maybe, I doubt. Its stabs kind of suck. The stabs really ain't given. But again, I'm speaking from the context of what normally they aren't, but who knows? It may be okay. The reason why I'm pausing is this thing has 145 attack, and then you always got to pay attention to things like this when you see 145 attack, and it's got a new ability that I've never seen before and I'm sure is new, and it will be explained. If hit by a ground attack, this Pokemon has its HP restored instead of taking damage. That's kind of dope. That's really dope. That's wavy. That's pretty wavy. So speaking of, hold up, let's go back for a second. So that's the case. Are you here, buddy? No, Escadril's not here. Okay. Again, I'm trying to see how good weather is gonna be, because I really feel like weather is gonna be the wave. But I know for a fact, I feel like this is just. I would be really surprised. I've been wrong before. Don't get me wrong, but I would be really surprised if HO is not the move. I would be really surprised. Anyway, okay. So you may be good. You're Steel. You probably got Earthquake though. You got that highest attack, but I don't see it. I may be wrong, of course. This thing is cool. That's Technician. Okay. I don't see it. See, the thing about this, I don't see it, but it's got Slush Rush. And Slush Rush is very, like, it's a really, really good ability, of course, because it does speed in it. It's just we haven't had the greatest mons to, like, showcase it, because Nintendo hates Veil. Excuse me, not hates hates Hail. This may be the chosen one. We have to find out and see. Like, even, like, Arczolt was like, you guys know me and my pronunciation, so that'd be trash sometimes. I'm pretty sure, like, not pretty sure, like, that mon, like, had a resurgence and is really anti-meta and is really good. I've used it myself, by shout out to X-Ray, the team he sent me, and that thing was so much fun to use. It wasn't straight up winning games, don't get me wrong, but, like, if you chip things down, it could clean up late game, and it was pretty effective. Like, I had mad respect for it. Finally, just finally able to see, like, Hail viable was
dope to me. It was fun. Okay, another Ice Mon, and then this may be Ice Mon error, maybe, I don't know. But let's see, we got Thermal Exchange. It's got 87 speed. Will be in the middle probably. 145 attack. That's beautiful. I'm sure ice bodies have been around before. I honestly don't know the ability though, so I may have to look it up. Still, Thermal Exchange. Boost the attack stat when the mon is hit by a fire type. Also cannot be burned. That is beautiful. And it would have been even more fire if Scald was still a thing, but it is what it is. And you know, of course, with the dragon, you know, it's not super effective, but of course, if it's a powerful dragon, it's not gonna want to switch in. But still, it's pretty dope that it gets boosted. We'll see if that ever comes into play. And then Ice Body, is that been around? Because yeah, see, you gotta remember, Ice Body. No one really know you'd be having Ice Body, so I gotta look at it. Okay, Ice Body. Is this Hail gains HP? Okay, regains HP. Okay, that's cool. So we'll see. I mean, I can see it. It's got a 6. Whenever you got, okay, let's go to Showdown for a second. For a quick second. Because you got to keep these things in mind. When you look at the BST, like the mons that are viable, as you can see, Heatran's got 600 BST, Metal's got 600 BST, Bu's got 600 BST. Whenever you see mons that are around that sort of caliber, it's going to be OU, usually 100% of the time. Now, of course, there are some very rare instances because of how the metagame goes. As you can see, Latios, Latias, former Titans, Terrakion, former Titans. Like, you know, it's got the 780. They aren't OU, and that's just because of how the metagame is. They're too pressured. Again, we're going to have limited options, so I would be surprised if this is not OU. But what I will say is, because I feel like Hazards, and we're going to talk about that if I remember. Hopefully I will. Hazards is going to be such a big burden, but I think Hazard Stack is definitely going to make a resurgence. Because from what I've heard, is default rapid spin is very limited. If I think I read correctly, like Giratina was like only like really good defogger in the regional decks, or like was that was gonna learn it, something like, not regional decks, because no, there's no ways in the regional. Excuse me, right? You didn't sneak your way in here. Okay, good. I don't know. Yeah. So like, it's not gonna be many good options to my understanding. I may be wrong, but from what they dug up so far, there wasn't really good options, and I believe the only really good options was rapid spin. But I mean, we also got introduced to some pretty good ghost typing, so I feel like if we're gonna be using Hazard Deck, we're of course gonna have a ghost type on our team, so we're gonna limit the potential of rapid spin. But also we gotta see the rapid spinners that we have, because if there's a really good rapid spinner that's also able to, like, let's say, make it hesitant for that one Pokemon to come in, then, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, the only worrisome thing about this is it, you know, being weak to rocks, not really wanting rocks up. And as I said, this could be a very hyper offensive metagame. So like, we could see some fast leads with taunt, try to prevent Hazards going up. You know, I'm sure if y'all seen like this current metagame of like Mew is a really good Hazard. This fact, let me show you a team like that I'm probably gonna use in a live. I guess I can use it from. Let's see. I like this team better, but you got Stealth Spikes, T-Wave, Taunt. Basically, we're just setting up Hazards, taunting the opposing Hazard setter and keeping them up. I mean, that's again, we won't have a Mew to start out the game. We may have a Mew. We don't know, but that's just to give an idea of potentially what the metagame could look like. Cyclizar, I think that's how it's pronounced. Let's see. Regenerator, Shed Skin, 121 speed is what really stands out. And that's all, folks. I mean, everything else is kind of underwhelming, unfortunately. It's a really cool design, so I kind of wish this could do more, but what does Regenerator do?
Am I tripping? Yeah, what am I talking about? I know what regenerator is. I'm being slow right now. I'm tripping. But we also know regenerator. I believe. Well, we don't know. We don't actually don't know 100% how regenerating. There's been rumors about it being nerfed. We don't know. So let me calm down. It has a really good ability regenerator. That's of course if it has not been nerfed. Did they talk about regenerator? Let me see. Is regen talked about? No, it's not in here. Is it an ability changes? It's not ability changes, so it may not be nerfed, but we'll have to see how the game how things go on. So because of regenerator alone, it may be viable. It may be cool. Dragon, of course, is amazing. Of course, it became less amazing because of fairies. We all know the story about that. I'm not going to get into it. Normal, although, is pretty whack, and it uses whack in general. When's the last time we had a and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, when's the last time we had a good normal mon? Like the last time I can think of was Diggersby, and that was back when that mon got released. That was like the last time we had a good normal mon. And I mean a physical attacking, special attacking. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about OU, of course. I'm not talking about, of course, Blissey Chansey been chilling in the back, like what's good for a minute now. But I'm not talking about those suckers. And it seems like they gone. Rest in peace. Not really, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. We got. Okay, I'm back. Got a call from my mom. Interruption. You know, moms can't wait. Okay, so we're moving on to this thing called Palmut. I don't know. We got Volt Absorb, Iron Fist, Natural. That's a really dope 3. Like 3 abilities to choose. That's really dope. We got 105 speed, 115 attack, electric fighting. As far as stabs, that sounds good in my head. Have we had an electric fighting type mod? Let me go to the comparisons, because they have this really dope thing where you can look at, like, compare the mons. Oh, they don't have it for all the mons. I wasted my time. Anyway, so Palma, I mean, we'll see. It's got good speed. It's got good attack. Defenses aren't the greatest. HP isn't the greatest, but it's got good speed. It's got good attack. So maybe again we'll be limited. So, but I don't know. Kilowatto. Competitive is dope. Volt-Absorb is dope. Volt-Absorb is really dope. Wind power. What does wind power do? The Pokemon is when it is hit. Also by a Tailwind. So are they saying that like if you use Tailwind, this mon will also get, like if it comes in while Tailwind is active, it will also get the boost? Because if that is the case, we maybe see some Tailwind scenes, man. That's really dope. But where is it? Where the sucker go? We lost it. Okay. Wait, let me go back to wind power again. So, oh, the next electric. Oh, that's it. It doesn't get like a one-time boost, just electric. Sound like bait. I mean, electric and flying is great typing, but you are not Zapdos, my guy. So, next. I don't think so. What is Rocky? See, when I see things like Rocky, it's like we do gotta check in, because then they may have some broken ability, powers up rock moves. Okay. Squawk.
Why does it have so many damn abilities? It's depending on forms. I see. It's interesting. Intimidate, hustle. Apparently Intimidate got nerfed, but again, I don't know if that's confirmed. We'll have to see. Okay, I guess. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't think it's good. What is co-star? You know how many confused face memes you can make out of me in this video alone? When it on the Pokemon copies. Oh, and allies. Oh, that's some VGC nonsense. No, but respect to all VGC players. That could be fun for VGC. I have no idea. I'm thinking for a second it could be like Ditto, but not have the chance where I'm like, oh, okay, all right. This thing is clear body, Garganical, I think. Yeah, I think Garganical. I don't know. 500 BST, which is decent. You know, I wish I could get like an average of like the BST to like kind of like, because again, the BST really is gonna matter. I really wish I could go back in time like and show like I guess how like it looked before Lando and all them suckers pop back up, Laddie and everything. So, cause that BST alone, cause like that could, did I say that could be fine. So we don't know. I also don't know. This corrosion's so good. Corrosion is so good, and it has 130. That may be a threat. Corrosion. I'm gonna remind myself about the ability, but corrosion is such a fire ability. It sucks that because the mon that I'm thinking of that does no corrosion, and I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know off the top of my head. Corrosion was Salazzle, and we even used it in OU for a period of time because of its ability is fantastic. Can, you know, poison anything, can without having to you know, worry about typing. It's just so dope. So yeah, that could be cool, that could be deadly, that could be fun. This thing gets prankster. This thing gets unbourbon. Who knows? That could be fun. I love the design, any of it. It's a really dope design. They really outdid themselves with this design. Let's see. I think it's Graphii, I think. Let's see. This thing, Night Form, they don't have its stats yet. This thing, it gets 477. It's 95 speed, which is okay. He gets 115 attack, right? Oh, no, that's defense. Oh, never mind. You're not okay. Let me just be very clear. There could be some good defensive mons, but I'm focused on what's going to be exciting, you know? I'm focused on what's going to be fun to use. And that doesn't seem fun to use. And I don't really even, I'm very curious about what defensive mons are actually going to be good, you know? Like, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. See, Bramblegast. That is such a dope name. Such a dope design. Infiltrator. Whew, that's great. Wind Rider, though. That's definitely no. It's gotta be no. I've never heard that before. What's Wind Rider looking like? Boost. Okay, so they really try to make Tailwind relevant, which is really cool. Is there any more abilities that Tailwind's gonna be relevant? Anyway, it says boost the Pokemon's attack if Tailwind takes effect, or you know, okay. The way they describe that is interesting. Also takes no damage from wind moves. That's really cool. Wait, so they try to make Hurricane irrelevant. Okay, Tailwind's only mentioned one. So maybe there will be Tailwind teams. Maybe this mod will make Tailwind like cool. I mean, it has 90 speed. You get the Tailwind boost, get things going, and then it gets the attack boost. So, you know, with 115 with attack boost, I mean, we kind of getting something going. As far as stabs, because you got to think of the stab, it's going to be weak to Sucker Punch, weak to Ice Shard. I don't know. I think it could be exciting. This thing, the Good as Gold Mon, has got 133 special attack, which is something to look forward to. It has 84. It has Ghost and Steel typing. We saw how good Ghost and Steel was with the edgy slash. Let's see. Good as gold. What are we looking at? What's going on? A body of pure solid gold gives the... Okay, so it's not going to get status. That's important. Especially if it has some way to give boost to like that special attack and it can't be status. That means we literally will have to kill it. We can't toxic. Oh, excuse me, we can't even toxic. Well, corrosion. But no, we couldn't toxic anything, so we can't burn it or whatever. So that's really good. Okay, I think we're getting to the really good ones now. I think we're getting to like the really, really good ones, which is dope. Great Tusk. So, shout out to all the fans of Dolphin. I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna be fake. I'm not gonna be like LeBron and be like, I knew Dolphin. When Nintendo came to me and they showed me this design, I was like, wait, what if we hit him with the multi-typing? What if we hit him with the multi-typing and then anyway. Got photosynthesis, which how many Pokemon have this typing? I saw this typing a lot when I was hearing about it. Okay, so eight. It seems 8 of them have this typing. Let's get the explanation for it. It's very important. Okay, so it boosts the Pokemon's most proficient stat in harsh sunlight. Activates only once. To my understanding, this was or if it's holding booster energy, the item, excuse me. The harsh sunlight only comes from the legendaries. So we won't get the harsh sunlight. I mean, in Ubers you may, but here we won't get it. But that item, they're all gonna have to carry that item to be even more effective than they already were. And let me look at the explanation one more time. I'm sorry. The most proficient. Okay, so it's kind of gonna be like Beast Boost. So let's go back here. So the most proficient on this is going to be its attacking. I'm assuming this also could be a very good spinner, so maybe some people will run a bulky variant because again we won't have many good spinners. But because this thing is going to hit so strong, this is going to be OU. Let me just start off by saying this is going to be OU at the beginning. Now in the future, I don't know, but I feel like this is 100% OU. It has to be. It has to be. And then how good it is, though, I don't think it's going to be broken. I think it's going to be really good, though. Really scary. And then we'll see where it takes it from there. But, rapid spin, the ability to rapid spin, have a high attack stat. I can see bulky defensive variants to make sure it can come into attacks and also, still be able to rapid spin late game. And also I can see some variants that wanted to, be a breaker per se for the team. It's got okay stabs. And you have to remember, there's not going to be no Landers T at the start. So at the beginning, those stabs could be legit. They could really get the job done. We'll see. Brute Bonnet, that's a dope name. Speed. But, it's a Mungus, so okay, I guess. They rose its attacking to 127. It's going to have Spore, I'd imagine. Just having Spore and having a high attack stat will make it, I feel like, menacing. It will make it menacing. It will be something to definitely keep in mind. What does Amoongus already learn? Because all I know about that thing is, of course, a Spore, and then it has Foul Play. Does it have any other dark type stats? Let's pay back. There's nothing really cool. Nothing really cool. We'll see. It has Spore, which is very important. Of course,
Sport's still as good as it should be. And then it's got high attack stats, so it will be OU, I'm sure. If not OU, then UU, probably BL or BU. I don't know. Suicune. Let me say this right now. I don't know what ancient Suicune. I don't know if they figured that out yet. That's very scary. Goosebumps. Suicune is already annoying as is. Let's talk about Suicune for a second. It being so prevalent through all these generations is amazing. Amazing Pokemon. It is RU. It is RU. But throw that sucker in an OU game and watch how good it is. Watch how your team really cannot beat Scald, Protect, Calm Mind, Sub. But watch how y'all team just falls to that alone. Like, this mod was literally just showcased. And congratulations to Solwyn in winning the official ladder tournament. Like... And if Rain's gonna be as prevalent as I think it will be, I'm gonna want a Suicune on my team because it's gonna be bulky enough to take those stabs. Of course, it's not gonna be the most long-term Pokemon, but it's gonna be OU. It's got perfect. It's got the perfect distribution. It is a legendary, of course. Oh no, wait, does it fall into legendary status? A Suicune legendary? Oh no, wait a second, because I remember it's like it's a pseudo. It is legendary. Okay. All right. So ancient Suicune. Do we got any information on this thing? Let me just say, Uber. Like, if it's even better than how Suicune already is, Uber. Does Reddit got anything yet on this? Anything? Anything? Let me go. Anytime past 24 hours. So nothing on it yet. Okay. And that probably is going to be in a, DLC. They'll release that later on. So it won't be in the initial release anyway. Uber. Next. Okay, we're back. We're back again. Let's see. Sorry for the interruptions here and there. As you get used to say, I'm trying to get back to the swing of things, but honestly, this doesn't surprise you. This is why I've just been a very busy man since I've been gone. It is what it is. All right, Sandy Shocks, dope name. Electric Ground. When Leno comes back, this will be completely unviable. Until then. Oh, did they? Can we find out if they bought back Hidden Power? They probably didn't bring back Hidden Power, did they? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I miss Hidden Power. Sometimes I don't. But anyway. Because I was going to say, if this has Hidden Power Ice, that would be cool. Could be really good then. Then it's got that ability. I mean, we'll see. Probably UU, honestly. But as I said before, we have limited options. Maybe good enough. I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know, honestly. With Sandy Shocks. Okay, Screamtail. That's such a dope name. Such a dope design. They really did a good job with designs. In my opinion, they really did a good job. This has 111 speed, 115 HP. It's probably gonna be a good defensive mon, a good mon to come in. Very Psychic's really good typing. I can see it being good. I doubt it. I doubt it will take advantage of its ability. Unless someone comes up with a cool way to use it, maybe offensively. Because I just don't think you're gonna waste an item on it. Because we won't have the harsh sunlight, at least to my understanding. We won't have the harsh sunlight, so you have to use that item to get its boost. I don't see you really want to use that item for that one-time boost when you could probably just use leftovers or whatever else you feel like is we find out to be the most viable item on that mon. It may end up being UU, maybe OU. Kind of, because it could be, again, a good switch-in, a good bulky measure. Is Clefable around? Thank God they let us breathe for one generation. Okay, so, well, at least for now. So this could be the Clefable replacement. Because Clefable, if you know, you know. I mean, it's been a menace. Alrighty, Flutter main.
Really dope. Really dope design again. I really love these designs. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just down. Now, this thing is scary, okay? We got 135 speed, 135 special defense, right? Yeah, and then 135 special attack. Now we're getting into it. 55, 55 across the board. They said, forget everything else. This is going to be threatening, I feel. This is definitely going to be OU. Let's see. This mon has had a fantastic move pool to begin with. I don't remember what tier I was using it when I used this mod, but it was so dope to use whenever I was being, I think it was RU or something. I was being taught how to for some tournament, and yeah, it was just a dope mod to play around with and use, and it's got Calm Mind. With that speed and it having Calm Mind, like, yo, like, I mean, watch out. It's got Wisp, Trick, Thunderwave, Taunt. Like, it's got the move pool is Chef Kiss, and it will be threatening, and I feel like it will be very scary. Definitely will be OU, and we'll go from there. Okay, so they decided they hold up Volcarona on this high pedestal and just make it even higher. As you very well know, if you've been playing OU for a good period of time, this mon is a pain. I would say some other words, but I'm not trying to get demonetized. This mon is a pain. Volk is a menace. I don't really have to go into detail about Volk. This isn't about Volk. We already know it's scary. And again, because we will have limited options and limited counters, we already know that its regular form will be threatening. In fact, its regular form may be more threatening than well, I don't think it's gonna be more than the Iron Moth, to be very clear. But Slitherwing, Bug Fighting. Have we had Bug Fighting before? What was Pheromos? Was Pheromos a Bug Fighting? Yeah, it was. Whew. Pheromos was a good era. It's the only thing I can think of that was Bug Fighting. 135 attack. That's a really good attack. 81 speed. I wish if they kept it 100 speed, that would have been dope. Well, I mean, initially, Volcarona is its own counter to it. That's the first thing. I mean, you know, Mother is the counter to that mon. So we do have to keep that in mind. Let's see. 81 speed. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good. I'm sure it's gonna be good. Probably, if not good, it's gonna be definitely UU, probably BL or UU. But I feel like it's gonna be good. I'll just go from there. Salamence, that should be UU. It may even have some relevancy in OU, but I would be kind of, this shouldn't, but it may. Because again, this is going to be an HO metagame, so we're going to be probably throwing out like a lot of HO mons out there. And it's already amazing. It's just, we've had better mons come out, more checks, more measures. We'll see. But what we really came here is for the Roaring Moon. Okay, dope name, dope design. This is gonna be scary. 119. We already know it's gonna get Dragon Dance. If it doesn't, we riot. And if it keeps the same move pool and has Iron Tail, well, we already got fairies out the way. Of course, that 75% chance is not lovely, but it's better than it's sitting. And so you just pray with your, and we'll start calling it Iron Miss, like Focus Miss. And yeah, I mean, 119, 135, it's probably gonna get banned. Sorry guys, like I just don't see it staying. The fact that we don't have the rock weakness anymore. We don't have 25% chip every single time it comes in. It has dark coverage. It has dragon coverage. It has, again, Iron Tail, so fairies can't come in and easily stop it. It's kind of sounding kind of busted. And so all you can do is just pray. Does this even have like a... Let me go to the regional decks because I really do feel like that mon's just going to be busted. And I don't. Does it have a measure I can think of, like Roaring Moon? What is stopping you, buddy? This may, but it's probably not killing because it has amazing defenses. Yeah, it's probably gonna get banned. This is like I doubt it. I doubt it's got any really good measures for it. I would be surprised. I would be surprised. And even if it does, it's like it doesn't have to set up turn one. Like it can come in, do a little chip, come back later. Like that. And how does the like, okay, so my question is, and you guys can answer me in the comments, can we use Roaring Moon and Salamence on the same team? Like, will that be legal? Or because we have a Salamence, we can't use Roaring Moon? Because my thing is, if we can use Salamence and we can use Roaring Moon, of course, we have the Ice weakness, Ice Shard weakness, etc. Of course, we can fill that out. We got 4 other mons. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it would be very good, but I feel like it would be very fun and very scary because we have the proto synthesis, so it's gonna get that boost to attack as soon as it comes in. Then we DD up. Then we start going crazy. And then with Salamence, we basically get the same thing and we get an item with Moxie. Or Intimidate if you want to set up easier on certain mons. It's also interesting that they made it a little bit weaker when it comes to BST. I guess to kind of make it okay and fair. But this sounds kind of busted to me, and God bless us all. Okay, Verizon. Oh, excuse me, Virizion. Verizon. Think of the character. It's got Justify, which we've seen the Roaring Moon, so having something that could handle the dark mons is gonna be cool, and we got a dark mon to really talk about as we keep scrolling. That's gonna have us quaking in our boots. We got CC, we got Leaf Blade. What does this thing do again? I've not used this mon in forever. See, it's all the way in PU. And banned from PU. It's just Jesus, it's not being good at all. SD. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, probably not good. It's probably not good. Again, we have limited options. Maybe anti-rain. We'll see. I mean, truly, like, it doesn't look great, but again, it's just us, like, because we got Pelly. And if it gets a drizzle, we out of here. We truly are out of here. And we're back. Okay. So we got, I don't even remember where we were. The Hydreigon form is cool. Excuse me. Ooh. It's fine. You just gotta see what moves it gets. Probably OU. I don't see why it wouldn't be OU. This is OU. Just off of respect. No, in all seriousness, it didn't get better typing. It got worse typing. I don't know really how effective this is actually going to be. This brings me back to my question of, can we use the same mon on the same team? Now, this will be a better DDR because you have to remember, this gets DD. We don't see it like we used to because it's just not as effective, because it's just not as fast. But we may see it get a resurgence based off it getting new typing, more so the better speed. It may actually outpace some things. Probably OU at the start. Iron Bundle. This speed is amazing. This speed is phenomenal. What is 124? Is that special deck? Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. And it's Water and Ice. I present to you either the Hail's favorite Pokemon or Rain is gonna love it too. That's beautiful stuff. OU. Okay. Iron Valiant. This is going to be fun. This is such a dope design. Fighting Fairy. Good typing as far as I'm concerned. Of course, we have to think about Poison completely walling. But it's coming from a Pokemon that's dominated by Psychic. It will have to have something Psychic. And now. What setup moves did y'all get? Y'all had Calm Mind. I remember Calm Mind. Oh, y'all did get SD. That's right. Didn't this get Shadow Sneak or what? Didn't this get some type of priority? I think it got Shadow Sneak. Yes, it got Shadow Sneak. Okay. So, what we have learned here. Threat. OU. 100%. It has to be OU. I would be very surprised and shocked if we cannot find a way to abuse this mon. It looks so much fun. It looks so dope, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. Now, these suckers, I don't know what they are. I haven't been keeping heavy up to Gen 9. Like, I'm going just to get into like the groove of things now. Yeah, this all dark typing. This really is a dark minigame, huh? One of them has to be OU, right? Like one of them. At least one. Alright, let's go through each of these abilities. I think when we get to, okay, here we go. Vessel Ruin. The power of the Pokemon's Ruinous Vessels lowers the special attack of all Pokemon except itself. Not like Intimidate, more like Dark / or. Oh, okay. Interesting. How did Dark Aura refer? Because that's not like I was using those abilities heavy. Let's get rid of. Dark Aura. Who was using Dark? Oh yeah, Yvelda. The Dark move uses. Okay. Yeah, see those are Uber abilities. Okay. So. Okay, so why it's out? It's gonna lower all the special attacking moves. Okay. So let me open up this link in another tab so I can cross-reference and go over this with y'all. Okay, so this is not going to be taking heavy special attacks. It's got amazing HP, so this is probably going to be a more defensive mon. But its defense isn't good. Yeah, no, special attack. What is it? It's defense. Okay, the defense is the orange. Green. Okay, so special defense 125. This is 80. So definitely okay. It's okay. It's gonna be an okay mon probably, because if it's bringing down the special attack, that will make up for the 80. The 125 will be fine. It has 110 attacks, so that's pretty decent. We'll see. That seems pretty dope. Okay, next is sorry, we were talking about Ting Lu. Next is Chien Pao. Lowers the defense. Okay, so this is this is great. Okay, so it lowers the defense. So, man, that's gonna be a scary mon. 135 speed along with 120 attack. It's gonna depend on some moves it gets, but that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Of course, we have to think about it's gonna get hit by rocks, but we can keep rocks off potentially somehow. I can see this being a very threatening mon. And 135. That means it will outpace Roaring Moon as well. So maybe this will be a. What does it do? It lowers the defense. If it gets Ice Shard, that may be the best thing or best revenger for that mon. If it gets Ice Shard, that may be the best revenger. This may be like literally the counter to that. Not counter, but more so check. Then we got Wu Qin. The Sword of Ruin lowers the defense. No, excuse me. No. Wait, what does it have? No, it has tablets. Yeah, it's tablets. So no, it ruins what? Attack? Okay, it ruins attack. That's dope. And so it ruins the attack, and it makes up for that, and defense, of course. So that's gonna be, yeah, Dark Wrath. I could see that potentially being good. Yeah, I think. And then we got Dark Fire. What is this? Lowers the special defense. Okay, yo, this is really dope. I really like these abilities. Makes sense for the monster using them. It's got 100 speed, good enough speed. Of course, it I'm sure they're gonna compare this to Chandelier, aren't they? Because if we go to compare, do they compare? Do they not compare these mons? Because I want to say you definitely want to compare these mons to. I guess because their abilities, they don't have anything compared to be fair. So I guess we move on. But yeah, man, I really think that mons. I think all of them can be really good. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on move pool. We never really seen anything like these mons before, especially in OU. Since again, like Leo Veta, it's not. What had a Fairy Warrior? Was that that was Xerneas, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, we haven't had anything like that in OU. So we'll see. And then the legendaries, I doubt they make it to OU. They Fighting Dragon. Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, what do their abilities do? Are these the harsh? Is this the one that brings in the what does this do? Ooh. My bad. What does this do? Yeah. It gives a harsh sunlight. Yeah. Yeah, no. You can't stay here, buddy. Yeah, I doubt those are gonna be OU. So we'll just move on. I mean, and that one, does electric terrain. That's this one definitely. I don't see this one either because what I will say is it's not a fire mon, so like it won't like benefit from like it's setting the fire, but it could help so many other Pokemon around it by just coming in. I heavily doubt it being OU. We got Tinkaton, which is being categorized as the thing that Corviknight fears. His Mold Breaker, Fairy Steel, 506. Fairy Steel. The last thing we had of Fairy Steel was Klefki. Magirina, Mawa. Oh, Fairy Steel. Such a great time. I just got flashbacks to all these amazing Pokemon. This one we'll see. I don't know. It doesn't have anything amazing. The only thing amazing is its ability, which is great. But other than that, it does not have amazing. 105. That's for so defense. Yeah, it doesn't have amazing attacking. So maybe a defensive mon, but it won't. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a physical threat. These suckers I've heard about. Fire Psychic, Fire Ghost, all unfortunately weak to rock. We'll see. I mean, they may be good. They may not be. They probably look like some UU mons. We shall see. A Toad Scroll. 100 speed. All right. We'll see. No, let's get to what we came here to talk about. King Gambit. This is getting banned. There is no way in God. First of all, amazing design. There is no way in God's earth. If its ability works how we believe it works, and we'll go over it, this is getting banned. And what we will see, because it won't be banned immediately, what we will see a lot of subs. And then it's just going to become a game of 50-50s. And if you know anything about Smogon, they don't really like things to become 50-50s. They don't like that to stay around. Because it's not really the most competitive things to just become a guessing game. But, I mean, come on. Supremo. So, let's go back. So, Supreme Overlord. When the Pokemon enters a battle, its attack and special attack are slightly boosted for each allies in its party that have already been defeated. So it's saying its attack and special attack, which is disgusting. I don't know why they didn't let us pick one. We're only gonna use the attack. I'm pretty sure, right? We're only gonna use the attack. Yeah. We're only gonna use the attack. Wait, what? What is 120? What is 120? Oh, okay, about to say I thought 120 was the special attack for a second. Did they really make that good too? Sucker Punch, Duck Off. I mean, that's really all we need. That's really all needs to be said. I will say what sucks is that its speed has been lost. But I'm sure if we run max speed, it'll still outspeed all the bulky walls that would be relevant anyway. Anything that it wouldn't outspeed, of course, would be Sucker Punched. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. The typing is still good. The stat, because of its stats, still amazing. I mean, there really is nothing else to talk about. Now, I imagine, as I said, HO being very prevalent. Let's just think about this, right? You lead with whatever mon, whatever, if it's Sticky Web, whatever rocker, spikes, whatever. You lead with mon. You set up whatever hazard you like. Okay. Now, the first thing you have to be worried about is Roaring Moon. Ruinous is gonna do what it's gotta do. It's probably taking 2 of y'all mons. Guaranteed. Every game. Now, you also gotta keep in mind Iron Moth. That's probably taking care of 2 mons as well. There's only two mons left on your team. And then in the back, far back, and you gotta keep that in the forefront of your mind. Like King Gambit is chilling, just chilling, just ready to clean the rest of your team, and that's very disgusting and very unfortunate and very unfair. And this has got to be a Uber mod if I believe everything that I believe about. I feel like this is just gonna have to go to Ubers. Like, and we get an item as well. Like this isn't like the other abilities. What is it? The quirk drives or the protosynthesis. We don't need an item to activate it. We still get life orb, left dark glass, whatever. It's still there. And it's just, and because of this, we can even throw a choice scarf on this, right? Now, of course, it still won't be the most ideal speed because it's 50, but you have to, again, remember, we are in a metagame where it won't be extremely the fastest. And so, it can still be a very dope late game sweeper because if it comes in, and again, we don't know exactly, I mean, at least I don't know yet, I'm going to imagine it being plus, let's say, if you lose 5 mons and it's plus 5, let's say they split, so it's like 2.5 boost. That's all you really need, honestly, with those stabs. You can just be clicking knock. I feel like that's gonna be an Uber mon. I just would be very surprised if it stays in OU. And if it stays in OU, it's really only because of its low speed. Something with Mach Punch that's outspeeds it becomes really prevalent. Not even something, a couple things. It had to be like 2 mons, 3. You know, it had to be a prefiler. Like it would have to be a couple. It'd have to be a couple, 4 or 5 probably. And yeah, I don't see this really having an answer. It even gets the attack boost at that. It's like you have to keep in mind, and we're gonna go to the calculator. Like Bisharp already was a pain, and let's see, we're gonna make this words dance. We're gonna make Quag, because Quag is still around. So I would say this would be a measure, but if we make it adamant, again, I'm not 100% sure if we will. We need to make it jolly. We give it that 135. Knock off life orb just that much. That's pretty good, man. Of course, though, it's able to recover off. Do we have anything else? If it's not, what is it also? Because is there a move that it has to like at least would beat it 1v1? We got knock off, but does it have another move? Oh snap! What if? Again, I'm just spitballing. Because I don't think we're going to need to run SD. Because, again, it's going to get the boost. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. You may want to still run SD on it. But if we don't have to, right? And we can run, like, Dark Pulse. And did it get a boost in special attack? Because of the, What? What is... No, I'm about to say. I keep getting this... That's why I said I wish it came down with it. So, what is the special attack? It's the same, right? Okay, they kept it the same. Anyway... So, but even then, no, actually, that's not gonna work. No way, Dark Pulse doesn't make sense. No, I'm tripping. That's not gonna work. No, we can't use Dark Pulse because they didn't give it any boost. That's dead. It's gonna do negative damage. I'm just trying to see if there's any way. Grass Knot. Yeah, Grass Knot. Yeah, if Clog becomes popular, you probably could just run Grass Knot, get rid of Clog, and just. Do you need to even run anything for? You probably yeah. Oh well. You know, if it comes in on the knockoff, then you can Grass Knot next turn, or you could even beat a 1v1. Anyway, that's just something to think about. But anyway, Uber. This thing, I don't even know. Should this even be considered a thing? I don't know what to do with this information. It's so interesting though that they gave this so much BST higher than the normal evolution. That's so interesting. And then they made this so weird. I don't know what to do with this information. But it has unaware, so it may be prevalent. Alright, we're coming to the end. We're getting Annihilate. Oh, excuse me. No, I think it's Annihilate. I'm tripping. It gets Defiant, which is dope. We need more Defiant mons, especially for the hazard stack that I want to abuse. Does this thing get Mop Punch? Because I'm already thinking of counters for the Broken Mon. Does it get Mop? No, it doesn't get. I hope they throw a map on it for some reason. Because it needs it. Okay, so this dies as well to the god that is King Gambit. So this Mon may be good. It's got 90 speed. It's got 115 attack. It gets Defiant. If not, it gets Foul Spirit, which is a cool ability if I recall. No, never mind. Well, anyway, it was a good... My last... it gets... Yeah, it gets Defiant. I mean, that's really all I can say. And then we have this Mon. Cudchew. It gets Intimidate. It gets Anger Points. It loses Sure Force. I hope Cudchew's dope if it's going to use Sure Force, because Sure Force is really dope. Especially because it seems they... I don't know. They didn't really make it better. I don't know, but it's got decent speed. What the typings? What again? It's fighting. Okay. Let's see what's ability. Eats a okay. Eats a berry. It will eat it one more time at the end of the next turn. Now this could be cool. This could be cool. I could see a lot of freestyling with that. That could be pretty cool. Okay. Well, guys, let's see if there's anything else I need to cover. Again, I guess they're comparing it to other mons to give you an idea of really what to expect. To I guess compare it to it competitively. Moltres Galar was really dope for a second, and it kind of is still dope. It just depends. But yeah, it's just trying to give you some comparison to as I said again, Pheromosa. Okay, I forgot Heracross. Buzzwool, yeah, those are really dope. All these are such good mons. Like even though Mimikyu fell off, I know it has to be. I would be surprised if it's not a good mon. The tier it is now. We already know Coco's good. We already know this had to go, was banned. I saw a couple of games with this sucker and I was like, wow, that's really good. Flutter Main's gonna be amazing. Yeah. See if there's anything we need to talk about. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments like what you thought about this video. I'm sorry this wasn't the greatest video. I already know this was not the greatest, and I have to do better in the future. I'm trying to get back with this readings, and I'm not even home. Like again, as I said, I'm in Jamaica right now. Let's see. Anything cool? Right now, I'm just reading all this to see if there's anything we need to know about. Terra Crystal? What's the Terra Crystal? If you change to a different type, you keep your previous stab while gaining one on your new type. If you change into one of your base type, you'll have... Is Terra Crystal, is that how... No, wait. This is Charizard. Is this about to be like C moves? I'm not gonna comment on this yet because I don't know what they... I won't comment on this yet. I'll have to comment on another video when I get a better understanding of it. I'm not privy, but it sounds very interesting. It sounded like Z moves, kind of the crystal. I don't know. The ability changes are really protein changing is really big. The burrow, that's pretty big for not Shannon, excuse me. What's the mod that we banned? tripping. Excuse me, Cinderace. Yeah, that's a big. It may bring it back down from Uber to OU. Snow warning Pokemon makes no one enters the battle. Battle bond and the Pokemon has to trainer. Okay. Dauntless Shield. Okay, so they changed it to where it only boosts once. They basically try to make things less broken, which is cool. Which is actually pretty cool, especially for the Dauntless Shield. They can potentially maybe make I forget what the mom's called. Let me go to Uber real quick. Because they tried to suspect it. Even Finchinator was trying to see it get unbanned, but it did not. I honestly didn't get to play that meta game. I was not around, so I can't even say if it should have been unbanned or not. But it was a resounding no by the community. And so yeah, I mean, this is the full decks. I mean, this is really the last thing we're gonna talk about. Oh, okay, Chansey and Blissey Deuces. Okay, so those would be prevalent, I'm sure, or maybe around. We'll see. Yeah, as I said before, like we have limited options. Like we do not have as many options as we are used to. There may have been even a mon that I missed that has an ability that may be broken. We'll see. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this meta. I'm really looking forward to this meta game and what we could potentially see from everything. I want to thank you guys so much for staying with me all the way to the end of this video, through all the rough patches. It's funny, I was telling myself I want to edit this as little as I possibly can, and I'm probably going to have to do a decent amount of editing that I did not want to do because of all the interruptions. But yeah, guys, that is my competitive walkthrough, my comeback video of what Gen 9 is looking like. I hope to be consistent with uploads. No promises. We'll see. You guys can feel free to DM me on Discord. I would love help, and I would love to, like with this channel, like if you guys have any ideas, know how to make thumbnails, stuff like that, like edit, like please do hit me up. I would love any assistance, any help I can get. I'll leave my Discord in the description. And you know, if you guys need help with your teams, again, my Discord will be there as well. Like hit me up, I'll look it over, and when I ever get time and recommend, or shoot, instead of recommending, maybe send you a team I feel maybe better. You know, no disrespect, but just to help you as much as I can. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. It's your boy NJNP, and I'm out.